Okay, welcome back, Springville High School Red Devils. Great to have you here after a long weekend. Hopefully, you all survived the fires and the rain this morning and cold. It's been a little bit crazy, but glad to have you back today. I'm Mr. Fleming. I'm the new principal. If you haven't met me yet, feel free to come up and introduce yourself in the hall. Love to get to know you a little bit. I appreciate being here. It's been great to be a Red Devil, so it's been a lot of fun. I'm here with Peter Daines. Peter is on the Hope Squad and the secretary this year, and he's a senior here at Springville High School. A lot of you probably know Peter, but we wanted to talk a little bit about the Hope Squad this morning and what they do for us and the things that they're doing at the Hope Squad. So Peter, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good. So tell us a little bit about the Hope Squad.
So what Hope Squad is we're a group who is supposed to help, like we're peers who reach out to our peers who are struggling with anxiety and depression and who supposedly could be suicidal, and we want to make everybody feel like they're welcome and spread hope and say, hey, suicide is not the only way. There are other ways, and we want to make everybody feel included, and we want to get people the help that they need. So that's what
Great.
Hope Squad is.
So what kind of activities do you have planned for this year? I don't know if this coming up soon or in the future.
Yeah. So we're doing our Hope Week sometime in October, and we're not going to be able to do a lot of the activities that we usually do, but we're going to be doing the Wall of Hope, which is where you guys can come and write positive notes on sticky notes and come put them up on the glass windows in front of the courtyard, and that's one of the activities that we're going to do. We on Friday we passed out Otter Pops to the students as they were leaving school. So those are a couple activities that we have planned and that we have done in the past.
I hope you got your Otter Pop, everybody. If not, there'll be other activities coming soon. We got other things coming up at the school. One thing I wanted to talk a little bit about also is all of these quarantines that we're having now. There's been a few quarantines that we've had. Just so you know, students, when there is a positive case, we do contact tracing. And of course, when we have a positive case, there's no fault or blame there from the student. They just happen to have COVID, and it's better to get tested than not, because if you are sick, we don't want you here at school. And so we find out who's been sick, and then we can trace who those people have been around, and then we may quarantine. We are learning a lot more about that in terms of who gets quarantined, and so we've had some learning of that, and our teachers are learning as well to maybe try to spread students out a little bit so less people are quarantined. So it's kind of a learning curve. But if you are quarantined, our teachers are ready to help and get you going virtually online. That's part of the reason you have a Chromebook, so that we can continue to service you while you're at home. And so if you are quarantined, make sure you're reaching out to your teachers and getting that work that you need, and it should be just fine. So, and then you'll be back to school and everything's good. But we appreciate you not, we don't want to blame any students or faculty or anybody else for COVID. It's just something that we're dealing with right now in the world and here at our school and in our school district, and we all have to deal with it. Kindness is really the best way to deal with it. As I was kind of thinking about kindness over the weekend, I ran across a quote from Robin Sharma. He's an author that's written a lot of books on positivity and things like that. And so his quote is just, never be too busy to be kind. And that's important, because sometimes we get busy and we get doing our own thing and we forget about others. And so when others are there, we're not kind because we're so wrapped up in our own things, or we are not kind because we're just too busy to think about that. So I think in this world today, kindness is the word that we should be talking about a lot and be thinking about and be practicing. What do you think, Peter?
So with kindness, we want to be kind to everybody. We want to make everybody feel included. So if you ever see someone who is feeling sad or like you think that they're alone, go out of your way and talk to them and say just by simply just saying hi can make someone's day and make them feel happy and make them feel like there's someone who cares about them. So by doing simple acts of kindness like saying hi or giving someone a high five or just noticing someone who you usually wouldn't notice and who you don't think who's having a rough day, make sure you're always willing to go out of your way to find those people and to help them have a better day and help them have a better experience here at Springville High. So yeah.
That's awesome. I appreciate that. If we all do that, Springville High School will continue to be a great place to learn, a great place to go to school, a great place to socialize with friends. We want Springville High School to be the best that it can be, and it's all up to you to do that. So remember to be kind. Thank you so much, students, for being so good with wearing your masks and being compliant with the guidelines we've been given. It's important because we want to stay in school. At least I think we do. I want to, and all the kids I've talked to have said we're so glad to be back in school. So keep doing those things, and we'll be in school. And again, this is Robert Fleming, principal, and Peter Danes from the Hope Squad, wishing you to have a great day, and see you later.